Here's an area we haven't looted for information.
Pests. Never considered trying to raise one as a pet. Imagine having your own terramorph.
Any interviews / evidence?
Soon, everyone's going to need to hear it.
Are you looking to start something? Cause I'll finish it.
Interview part 5.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else. How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson Fleet?
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level. I had the key, a few UC ships, and a couple dozen ex-cons at my side. But I needed more, so I sent out the call. Once word got around, it didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the settled systems to show up.
And this is how the Crimson Fleet was born.
Exactly. The key became our base of operations. We spent months reinforcing our position there, making it nearly impossible to approach.
What was the UC's response to the situation?
First of all, UC Security gave up and handed the reins over to the big guns, the UC Navy. The Navy in turn sent ships to attack the key. I'd say there have been 3 major attacks over the last few years. And as you can tell by the fact we're having this interview, all the attacks were embarrassing failures.
Do you feel these embarrassing failures led them to form UC systems?
Absolutely. They've clearly given up and decided to shove the responsibility onto a separate division. That way, in the public eye, the UC Navy can move forward, proud and strong, while UC SysDef continually takes all the blame. It's all about PR spin for them, Gale. That's how the UC operates. Kinda disgusting, don't you think?
Sounds a bit like you're trying to deflect attention off the atrocities the Crimson Fleet commits on a daily basis.
Atrocities, huh? How about fighting the Freestar Collective over a bunch of rocks hanging in space? How about thousands of people dying while a bunch of pencil-pushing bastards sit in a cushy office and draw lines on a star map? Maybe the United Colonies should stop the bullshit and take a hard look in the mirror to see who the monsters really are.
I mean, we saw your criminal list. You're pretty much a monster.
Who are we thinking? Why is it every time we go out and do a job, it's you who ends up with all our creds?
Wrap your business up with Mathis, then we'll talk.
Every pirate in this
Ooh.
joint comes to the Nova for a drink.
Ballistic weapons permanently do an additional 5% more critical damage. Nice.
You see, SysDef is a joke. They haven't caught us yet.
All right. Hey, Mathis.
Hey,
What could
I want
go
to talk
wrong
to
in
you.
a place like this?
Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet, because I'm coming after you.
Give it your best shot, Mathis. I was only doing what was best for the fleet. If you're trying to blackmail me, it's not going to work. Oh, and you stayed here just to say goodbye? Would you prefer I told Delgado about your plot to kill him?
Oh, I see. You think you're some kind of big shot, is that it? Gonna show poor Mathis a little mercy now that you're Delgado's best buddy, yeah? Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that means you better watch your back.
You're trying to blackmail me. It's not going to work.
No, I'm not gonna try and talk you into handing me over all your hard-earned credits. I'm gonna take them off your smoldering corpse.
Were you not instructed to leave the station? We could expedite the process, perhaps using one of the airlocks.
Huh, harsh.
Now get the hell out of me way!
Well, hopefully... Well, I expect we will be running into him again in the future. When he tries to attack us and we just kill him. Because he's just a weak grunt.
There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole roll call from the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
It would help if I knew what you were talking about. As long as I get my cut, I'll be too busy to deal with anything else. Why would it slip through your fingers?
My score involves a one-time event being held aboard the Siren of the Stars. If anyone finds out the Crimson Fleet's aboard that Starliner, the event will be canceled and I can kiss my payday goodbye. There's no way I'm gonna miss this window of opportunity.
It would help if I knew what you were talking about.
I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Galbank credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
I prefer to remain focused on Crix's legacy. No one likes a cheater, Neva. You need to win that trophy fair and square. I don't like taking unnecessary risks. How is an award worth so much money? Does the Galbank executive I'm looking for have anything to do with the award?
No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Galbank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's expense. I'm sure he'll be there partying with the other spoiled brats. I can guarantee he doesn't give a crap about what's going on at the event.
How is an award worth so much money?
From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree. If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable.
I prefer to remain focused. No one likes a cheater. You need to win the trophy fair and square. I don't like taking unnecessary risks. It seems like all of these are telling her no. So I'll go with the more joking answer. No one likes a cheater. You need to win the trophy fair and square.
Yeah, very funny. You're hilarious. You should stand up on the bar here and start telling more jokes. This crowd would eat it up. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
I suppose it is up to you to decide whether it is worth it.
I'll get the trophy. We'll see what Delgado says about that threat. Maybe I'll just take the pay cut and save myself the trouble. Isn't Rokov going to expect a cut? Yes, award. I'm not going to ask her about the award she just told me about. Isn't Rokov going to expect a cut?
All Rokov does is feed me information. If I ask him to lift a finger, he gives me enough sob stories to fill a freighter's cargo bay. If you want my advice, leave him completely out of the loop. Otherwise, it's gonna cost both of us some credits.
Alright, well, I'll get you the trophy.
Then it's settled. Good. Alright, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods.
Why do I keep getting called a rook?
Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet.
Alright.
Hit me up if you got questions.
I'm worried this is going to turn into a stealth mission, which, as we saw from the Ryujin Industries questline, I'm not good at stealth missions.
There are UC bureaucrats that must be furious that this station has become what it is today.
Always listen to Delgado.
Alright, back to my ship. And hopefully it's my ship and not this prison ship that we flew out with.
Bulk grog is fine if you like tea.
UC prison shuttle, come on. Give me my ship at least. Alright, where are we going? Back here to Seoul. Floating around Mars. Let's just briefly land on Mars so I can switch out my ships. So if we go to Sidonia. Mars launch pad. I know the ship doesn't really matter, but I suspect my ship is better armed and equipped. I was thinking that launchpad would have meant that I would be landing at a landing pad, but apparently not. Landing area. Maybe that's what I want. No. This is just like a stretch of rock. So if I said to go to Sidonia instead, then my ship should be parked at Sidonia. But I think that pops me right on the doorway to Sidonia, which I was hoping to avoid and still be, you know, basically at my ship. I don't know. These are the landing pads, so I should be able to call down the correct ship here. Somehow. But probably only at the landing pad that I would normally always land at, which apparently isn't this one. Maybe that is a landing pad way over there. Report mission progress on the UC Vigilance. Okay. Okay, that might be... Can't tell if that is in fact the landing pad or if it left my ship way out in the middle of nowhere. Because I don't think it was this far to run from Sidonia. So I'm thinking they've left me parked in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Okay, forget it. We'll find another docking facility somewhere. For now, we go to Phobos. Not actually Phobos. I want to go to the UC Vigilance. Hello? You cannot fast travel while... Keeps popping up briefly. Jumping or falling. Really? Now, will you let me fast travel? UC Vigilance.
Let me guess. You missed me and you couldn't stay away.
We were closing in on that ship pretty fast. I think there were a couple of crew members that said they wanted to talk to me, so I should...
Airlock integrity looks good.
Walk through the ship, talk to everyone. I want to say it was Sarah and Helen? Whatever his name is.
What? Ah, my day just got a whole lot brighter.
You have anything interesting for me?
I certainly do. It's all yours.
Thanks for the halogen seeds. Do I mind if I ask some personal questions?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Let's see if there's anything new. There is still not.
Oh, I love our little chats. You know how to make a woman feel special.
Alright. The other guy, where are you? Here.
Being reassigned somewhere?
Nope.
I've been standing around here an awfully long time, you know.
You have anything interesting for me?
I've got something for you right here.
Brilliant, thanks.
Sys Def Marines are the best of the best. Okay,
All right.
hello.
Word is the fleet has you chasing ghosts on Suva.
I've got some evidence, so I'll give it to her first. I have evidence for you.
Excellent. Let me have it, and I'll upload it to our database.
Pick this up from the Lock Penitentiary on Suvorov.
It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Hey, Commander.
You're back. So how did it go?
I've successfully infiltrated the Crimson Fleet. I'm confident this plan is going to work. I've successfully infiltrated the Crimson Fleet, but I'm having second thoughts. I'm through with this charade. I want out. Thought you've been monitoring me. Why are you so surprised to see me?
Frankly, it's because we've never gotten this far before. The last agent I sent to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet ended up in a morgue on New Atlantis.
That doesn't fill me with a ton of confidence. I thought you've been monitoring me.
Even with our best intelligence equipment, we can monitor very little from the vigilance. We can pick up local communications chatter and use long-range scans to see where you travel. But when you're on the ground, you're on your own. If we get too close, we not only expose ourselves to an attack, but we might blow your cover, and that could get everyone killed.
Okay. I've successfully infiltrated the Crimson Fleet, and I'm confident the plan is going to work.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
Delgado is searching for a Galbank ship named Legacy that was carrying some type of lost fortune. Are you sure it's safe if I pass you this information? How did you know you'd be able to fool Delgado?
If the intelligence I've read is accurate, Delgado is a charismatic leader, but a bit short on judgment. That's why you want to stay on his good side, and stay away from Neva. She's shrewd, and she's sniffed out everything we've thrown her way.
Are you sure it's safe that I pass this information to you?
I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word.
Alright, well, Delgado is searching for a Galbank ship named Legacy that was carrying some type of lost fortune.
Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I have never heard of such a thing.
I'm surprised. I thought this was one of those tales that made it to every corner of the settled systems.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
I believe it's real, story or not, Delgado believes it's real. Trust me, I've already been through all this with Delgado. Story or not, Delgado believes it's real.
Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Galbank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Galbank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
I'm supposed to board a Starliner to steal Galbank archive credentials. Why do you think Galbank is hiding something? How did you know Delgado was with us at the lock?
That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when he returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated.
Why do you think Galbank is hiding something?
Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Galbank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value.
It's supposed to be I'm supposed to board a Starliner to steal Galbank archive credentials.
Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there.
I'll proceed as planned then. Shouldn't I put a stop to this by killing Delgado? How do you know Jasper Cricks never found the legacy?
Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Cricks wouldn't have disappeared years ago. Even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinya Voss, our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No, the Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever.
Shouldn't I put a stop to this by killing Delgado?
And let Neva Mora take his place? Or Shinya Voss? Or any one of a number of pirates already gunning for his position? No. The solution is to stick to the undercover operation and determine how much of this is truly a credible threat.
Okay, then I'll proceed as planned.
It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
That operation on the Kiora
Things I wish to discuss with you.
reading your report.
Okay.
When you have time. It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But talking about this, remembering all those years, has brought back some unsettling memories.
I'm here for you if you need someone to listen. You don't have to talk about it if it's uncomfortable. I'm starting to wonder if you've ever had a day of fun in your entire life. Harsh. Do you have memories of House Varun that aren't unsettling? I'm surprised. I'd like to discuss this, but not right now. Let's talk later. I'm here for you if you need someone to listen.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. I have told you that I spent many years coordinating with smugglers along the edges of the settled systems. There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, I established relationships. They were not of the promised, but I considered them friends.
You us heathens can be worth getting to know. You sound surprised. What do you mean promised?
It describes the people of House Varun. We who have been promised to serve the Great Serpent now and forever. In exchange, he promises to care for us when he returns to his domain.
Even us heathens can be worth getting to know.
Yes, I have found that to be true. It was, and is, still a surprise. You must understand. I was raised to believe that those who do not follow the Great Serpent do not matter. For they are lost. Their fate is fixed and grim. And yet here were these men and women with hopes and dreams, delights and aversions. It felt like a small betrayal of my people, of House Varun, but I cared for my friends. And then I lost them.
Never easy losing a friend. That must have been terrible. We all lost people. It happens. It's never easy losing a friend.
It's not something I have much experience with. It was so sudden. We had met on a remote planet to transfer cargo. And zealots appeared in force, seemingly out of nowhere. There was barely time to react. So many were cut down immediately. I believe my years of training saved me, got me moving when others faltered. I retreated to my ship immediately. But I left them all behind. Aaron Bascom and Jada Wong. They were my friends, and I abandoned them. And in the years since, I have never looked for them.
And now you want to. If they're half as strong as you, they've gotten by. You're worried that they blame you for leaving them. How long has it been? And you've never checked up on them? How long has it been?
10 years. I was immediately reassigned to another role, light years away.
You've never checked up on them?
No. I told myself it's because I never had the time, but in truth, I was scared of what I'd find.
If they're half as strong as you, they've gotten by.
I have no doubt they were resourceful. Still, how badly were their lives damaged by that moment? In my time getting to know you, I have thought more and more of all this. How little sense it all made, how I never really knew what happened or what became of my friends. My connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust someone, to be there for them. And I can no longer live with not knowing. I need to finally pursue this. I would like you with me when I do. I do not know what we will find, but I know it will be easier with you at my side.
If it will ease your mind, I'm in. Sure, I've got nothing better to do. Flirt, I would do anything for you, Andrea. No, we already have a romantic interest. If it will ease your mind, I'm ready.
I am not sure I will find any comfort in it. But I think it is important, nonetheless. I am not sure where they might be now, but I believe we should begin the search in Aquila City. That is where I last saw Aaron Bascom.
Alright. Well, I am cool with doing a companion quest before we get back to the Crimson Fleet.
I haven't seen my family in a while.
Also, it's funny for her to talk about her experiences as part of the House of Arun when we're in the middle of a really when we're in the UC security ship. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Wrong button. I was wanting to undock, not head in. Undock. Because any of the soldiers in there could have been listening in on her admitting to being House of Arun. My shield is offline? That's awkward. Alright. Aquila City. In Cheyenne, if I recall. Yep. Over here on Aquila. Aquila City. And hopefully here I can switch out my ships. So I can get back into my ship rather than this other ship that I now own, but is not the one I care for. There we go. Yeah. Don't care about that ship. So usually there's ship services, and from there I can switch out which is my active ship. You.
Got anything you need to offload? Trader though, need some work done?
I'd like to view and modify my ships.
Okay, no problem.
One of your ships is unregistered. You must register the ship before you can modify or upgrade it. Okay. Star Eagle. There we go. Make my home ship. Repair my
Sure
ship.
thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new.
1,000 credits is basically nothing. Meanwhile, Trade Authority, I've got some goods to sell. Actually, we'll go with heaviest. I'm trying to remember which of these were special weapons we gained. I think Heel Hauler is, that we just got from the Crimson Fleet. Ember, I know, was special. I don't think this one was. Oh, they're basically out of money already. Can sell a bunch of these. And by a bunch, I apparently mean 3. Alright. Looks like we're going over here. Still a ways away. All right, in here apparently.
He is not here.
Found a tooth.
I am disappointed, but relieved somehow.
It's not surprising you've built this up in your head. Just relax, it'll be okay. Maybe we should try somewhere else. No, it's not surprising. You built it up in your head.
Yes, but now I feel guilty for being relieved. Ugh. Why must this all be so complicated? Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
Okay.
Yes, Aggies. I have spent far too much time here. I do not recommend it.
You're here about the blood stain. I'll get this bar may be tougher than you can handle.
I'm looking for Aaron Bascom. Is the stretch always this crowded? You run this place all by yourself?
You surprised or disappointed? It's my name on the outside, isn't it? Been here too damn long to let someone else come in and muck it up. Hell, even finding decent help isn't worth the trouble half the time. Ethan's got half a brain in his head, seems like, so maybe he'll work out.
Is the stretch always this crowded?
More and more as time goes on. Plenty of folks looking to get out from under the thumb of the UC, or taking their first steps to being independent. City's been slow to keep up with all the new people. Took them forever to put up the outer walls, and at this rate, they'll need to expand again soon.
I'm looking for Aaron Bascom.
You ain't here looking for Aaron. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon.
Don't worry about her, you're dealing with me. Okay, fine, we're looking for Aaron. Is there a problem?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one blundering in here with her in tow, asking questions.
Don't worry about her, you're dealing with me.
Don't try to play tough with me. I ain't got the time or the patience for it. She didn't ruin Aaron's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere?
It's not how it happened. Spare me the Righteous Indignation Act. We're trying to make up for things. We'd just like to know that he's safe.
Now, after all this time, you could have dropped in any time in, the last 9 years or so. Maybe that wouldn't have been too convenient for you, though. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damn zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough.
Clearly you cared about him. We do too. I'm sorry, no one deserves to live like that. Let's skip the sob story. Just tell me where he is. Clearly you care about him. We do too.
If either of you cared, you wouldn't just be showing up now. Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla 2, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove them.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you where you stand.
No killing. Let's just calm down. We're not here to hurt anyone. We came here for information. We got it. Let's just go. This isn't what Aaron would want. Let's just calm down. We're not here to hurt anyone.
Fine. Fine. Let us leave this place at once.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
If there is something I can do, please, say so.
So how did she know that Andrea was Varun? And how... If Andrea never came in here to talk to Aaron...
You get that inventory done?
Sure did.
Then how did she know that Andrea was related? There's confusions about how this story all connects to each other, like how they know stuff.
Rumor has it if I don't stay on your good side.
You aren't following. What's up?
Something to go on at least.
Yeah, Hyla too.
I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience.
It was the truth, nothing more or less. Just seemed the right thing to say. I just wanted to avoid confrontation. It was the truth, nothing more or less.
Yet it is my past we are trying to clear up. That is...
Not a chance.
It means a lot. I'm eager to reach Hyla 2 and speak to Aaron. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety.
All right. Can I ask you some questions about our journey to find your friends?
Of course. What would you like to know?
What can you tell me about Aaron Bascom?
He is a quiet man. Reserved. I believe he had lived through a great many hardships, though he never spoke of them. I never felt it proper to ask. He valued his personal space and quiet moments. It was one thing we always shared in common. Years ago, I had heard he was alive, but did not attempt to contact him. I did not feel it was right. I hope this is not a mistake.
How do you know anyone else is still alive?
I do not know, not for sure. I did not see them fall that day, and I suppose I have hoped they survived. I admit I have not investigated before now, at least in part because of what I feared I might learn.
Why did House Varun rely on smugglers?
House Varun is in a distant corner of space, far away from the rest of the settled systems. While this serves our interests, it can also pose challenges. Many critical resources are scarce, and diplomatic relations with the United Colonies and Freestar Collective were tense at the best of times. It was the most practical way to acquire what we need, without raising too many questions. Still is.
Okay.
Look after yourself, hmm?
You as well. Now are you following?
You got credits, spend them at the end, or leave.
Not really, but whatever. I'm sure when I take off, you will get on the ship.
That too much to ask for?
We're going the off-road way of getting back. Barely made it over. Much quicker, though. Oh, we got a new side quest. Don't particularly care. This is my ship, right? Think so. Yeah. Good, good, good. And by my ship, I mean the Star Eagle, which is my preferred ship. Alright. So we are now going to Hyla 2. Wherever that is. Here in Hyla. Makes sense. And hopefully we can find out where he is on this entire planet, because a planet is a large place to search. Unexplored route. We can't just immediately jump here. Set course. Are those 3 Starborn ships? Okay, my shields are now offline. Repair the ship. I can't turn. There we go.
The grav drive is up and running again. Flatlined.
There, we got you taken care of.
Drive back online. They've disabled the grav drive.
Goodbye, Starborn. Do another repair. That was a rough fight.
Crab jump is back online.
Good, good, good. Apparently my ship is no longer has all the points where I put them, because I know I don't leave anything in missile usually. Boost up my lasers to max. An EM. Hopefully we'll get everything repaired soon enough. Turn down grab drive by 1. I'm fine with lowering engines to get more power in my weapons. There we go. Still want shields maxed. Alright. That was a lot. Let's go to Hyla 2.